what's up guys? This is TJ with Kuma Reviews. We're taking a look at one of the latest from Snail. This falls in line with their GN project stuff, but apparently it's not part of it, even though she's able to do the modular aspects, change out limbs and things like that. But this is the Milk Tea Girl. So basically what comes in the box is, of course, the figure itself. She has two guns. These guns, we'll talk about more in the review, but they're actually model kits rather than pre-assembled guns. Lots of options and stuff like that there that I look forward to going over with you guys. Two sets of alternate hands, alternate feet. So the difference with those feet is that they have holes for a peg at the bottom. That peg goes into the stand, which is right there, or I guess a base, and an alternate face. It also comes with this piece. You've seen it on the last 2 or 3 figures from them. I know that, I guess both of the Bikini Girls as well as the Wasp Girls, they came with the movable eyes and things like that, so that carries that forward. Really cool little gimmick to it, and yeah, I look forward to going over this piece with you, and let's go ahead and just plain get started, man. Lots of cool stuff in the box. This back here, instructions over here, but it also comes with this. It's like a kind of a spread layout poster type deal, and even though it's used up now, it does come with water slides for the weapon. So all those decals that you'll see on them are actually, manually done. Alright, so we are getting started on reviewing the Milk Tea Girl herself. Before I do that, though, I just wanted to show you guys the water slides that it comes with. So, not only does it come with enough of these water slides, like the individual ones, for you to mistake 5 times over. Please don't. You don't want to do that because water slides suck to do, and it's just that much more frustrating to have to do over and over and over again. But it also comes with some of the tampons and stuff like that. They have optionals. So you see, like, you can go with orange or yellow. You can go with kanji instead of the rabbit type symbol and stuff like that. It's really cool. The options really make it stand out. I noticed a lot of people went with the orange, so I actually went with the yellow ones instead, just to differentiate my weapons and stuff like that, and you'll see when we get to that part. But yeah, so Milk Tea Girl herself, she falls in line with the GN Girls, and I don't know why she's not considered that, or the GN project, but about 5, just over 5.5, somewhere between 5.5 and 5 3/4 inches tall. All right, give you guys a roundabout here. Really good detail into her. I like that she has those outlines around the little holes throughout her body. That more teal-ish blue-green color really offsets the brown skin. She's got what looks like a barcode kind of on her bikini line and things like that. It's really cool. And the body type, just like Swimsuit Girl and whatnot. So, yeah. Now, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to these toys and the gimmicks, I don't know if I'm just kind of getting over them or what. And we'll go over the articulation here and stuff like that too. But the fact that she's like their first brown skin girl, and then her gimmick is that she shoots brown liquid and stuff like that. It's a little bit on the nose for me, but as a toy, it is pretty darn nice. And like I said, body, just like the Swimsuit Girl. Same articulation and all that stuff. I wish that there was actual waistline articulation somewhere in here, because having it 100% at the chest, especially when there's not a lot of articulation at that part, it does kind of suck. So, and also the lack of backwards leg movement with the butt and whatnot, and there's no like drop hips or anything like that. And I mean, at the end of the day, they're $40 toys, so for what they're worth, they're really nice. I will say, like most of their products, I did have to go through and use some Kiki joint polish throughout. But once you get that done, it's pretty good. And pretty standard snail shell girl articulation. I mean, nothing too crazy to her. Okay, and just looking at some of the details here of the face and the hair, She comes with 2 facial options. I'm just going to look at the default face for this one because she does come with that like a wheel type face with the tongue out. Not too over the top with it, just tongue slightly out. And her regular face is also a smile. So again, there's just not much difference between the two. So I'm not going to bother changing them out. What I will show you guys though is, in case you haven't seen it on these products, they do have the ability to move the eyes with a little tool. So it does separate from the front of the hair. This is a modular piece, so the shape of the face falls in line with their other products. And let me get this. So this is kind of a little Phillips head piece, and it goes into the back of the eyeballs, of course. So let me get that in and then show you how that's supposed to look. Boom. And then from there, it works like a little joystick. So take that eye, move it up, down, around. You know, you could even rotate the eyes if you want to. It's hard to do a lot on camera because ours are relatively tight. But if you look, that eye right there is looking more so over to her right. So what I'm going to do here is now take the other one, the other eye, fit this in place. Maybe I have to do that off camera. Move that one over. I move that one over and more down. So I do kind of have to cover the camera here with my hands. And she does have large bangs, but you can see through them that now her eyes are looking over to the right. And I love this gimmick. It took me a little bit to get used to, just because I hadn't seen figures with movable eyes and things like that, but it completely eliminates the need for alternate faces outside of expressions and stuff like that. Because if you look at figure arts, they'll come with like 3 of the same face, but the eyes are going in different directions. Or you get pissed off because all of the eyes are like looking around or to the side and none are straightforward, like their Android 21 figure, which I actually returned because of that. So this is a godsend. I love it. Okay, and in terms of weapons, she comes with 2 guns here. So yeah, she's called Milk Tea Girl, and apparently what these shoot is milk tea. Yeah. They're cool guns. One's more of a pistol, one's more of a rifle. I mean, they are cool. They match her color-wise and things like that. They're kind of a pain in the butt to get together. They're not the best model kits. And there are quite a few water slides that go along with them. And these are the yellow logos that I was talking about and things like that. And I didn't do 100% of the tampos on mine. So, I mean, you can customize them however you want. You could add as many as you want. You could add as few as you want. You could add none. I'm sure there are a lot of people who have probably custom painted these weapons and things like that, but that's not my jam or whatever. There are parts I noticed that had to be glued together and whatnot on them. It's been a while, so I don't remember exactly kind of what's what in that sense, but yeah, that should get you the gist of how they look, how they work. In order to hold them, it took me a bit to get these hands to actually stretch and form around the weapons. So at this point, I just put the hands on first and then attach the hands on to Milk Tea Girl. That works best for me. However you want to do it is however you want to do it. So I will show you that in a second. All right. And now we've got the hands attached. Like I said, I pre-attach them. You can do it however you want. As the hands get softer, when you're flexing them in and out, it'll get easier to malform them. I haven't really played with this product much, so I don't have that. I'm not at that point where the hands are just really bendy, really flexible and stuff like that. You have to currently work around the weapons, really stretch them out and stuff like that to get them to hold on mine. So there we go. Okay, and it's pretty simple, but just in case it isn't blatant, you just pop the hands off and pop them right back on that peg there. Not too hard. but the pegs are pretty thin, so of course be careful. Another thing I'm going to do, just so we can show off that stand, is change out one of the feet. I'll change out her right foot to plant that. You just pops off. Then the new one. I like how I make it like it's easy, but maybe there's some. Alright. And the new one there just pops right on. So, and just a heads up, I haven't messed with the replacement feet at all with the holes on the bottom. So this part, it seems pretty sturdy on this foot, but the original foot, I had to put some key joint polish in there because the front feet part were pretty floppy. Okay, and here she is. I don't know whether to go lighter or darker because things always end up in the finished video darker than before, but this seems really bright, so sorry if this is blown out at all on the final vid, but yeah. Dual welding, utilizing that stand, and she does this. She's balanced enough so she doesn't even need this piece. I just wanted to show off how it works, but I dig it. I really do. And normally I end reviews with kind of having all of them on the table and stuff like that, but so far Snail Shell, they've released a lot of stuff, and I've got them nice and organized into my cabinet, so I might as well show you just how it looks next to them in a cabinet. I mean, besides the white background, what's really the difference? But you've got everything here from the original Wolf Girl to, I think what is it, the Phantasm 2-pack or something like that, or Phantom Girl, Wasp Girl, Black Wolf, black swimsuit, you know, all that good stuff. You've got the second Wasp Girl under there, a bunch of mix and match. And then down here, you've got more mix and match and stuff like that. I buy 3 or 4 of all of these just for the modular aspects and stuff like that. So, besides her, which I need to move to up here, pretty much everything on the second and third shelf are just mix and match parts from all the girls. So, yeah, again, this has been Snail Shell's Milk Tea Girl. Here it is with a bunch of other Snail Shell products. Yeah, man, like, share, subscribe. Check out the full written article and gallery on kumastyle.com, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.